Okay, so today we're going to talk about photosynthesis. Our learning goal for today, we're focusing on understanding the vocabulary term photosynthesis and what is all involved in that. Okay, so here's an analogy for you. What is something that you want, and what will you have to do to obtain that want? So just think about something off the top of your head, anything that you want. What are you going to do to be able to get it? If you're a plant, what do you want? What are you going to have to be able to get in order to do that? A plant wants to grow and to live. It has to obtain sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to thrive. Thrive means survive very well. Okay, so where did photosynthesis come from? Where did the word come from? It comes from the prefix photo and synthesis joined together. Photo means light. It comes from the Greek word phos. Synthesis means to put together. It comes from the Latin expression to produce. So if we're going to have photosynthesis, we're going to have light and putting together stuff, or light is going to put together things. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. In your notes, you have this little saying, the process in green blank and certain other blank by which carbohydrates are blank from carbon dioxide and blank using light as an energy blank. Most forms of photosynthesis release oxygen as a what? Over on the right side of the screen you have a word bank for you. Go ahead and let's see how you do by filling in these blanks. Your first blank is going to be plants, organisms, synthesized, water, source, byproduct. So if we read through this whole thing, we have the process in green plants and certain other organisms, like algae, by which carbohydrates are synthesized. Synthesize means make from carbon dioxide and water using light as an energy source. Most forms of photosynthesis release oxygen as a byproduct. The word byproduct, when it's talking about it in this sense, it means it's producing, it's a product, but it's not its intended product. So if oxygen is a byproduct to the plant, the oxygen is a waste. They don't want it, they're going to get rid of it. It is useful to other things, but not for the plant. Okay, so those of you who are a little bit more dramatic, you can take this second, take a couple minutes with your shoulder partner or someone at your table. How could you act out photosynthesis? It's kind of like charades. Let's see what you guys can come up with. Okay, so how else can we remember photosynthesis? Oh, the photosynthesis song.
Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Unlike me and you, plants need CO2, and they make oxygen that stops us turning blue. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll catches sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. A plant of any size can do it if it tries, but we're not green, so we can't photosynthesize. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll catches sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. Every plant can do this this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Okay, so there you go. Okay. All right, so in your own words, what does the word photosynthesis mean to you in your own words? Be ready to share your answer with the class. Give you a couple minutes to write something down. Be prepared to share. There you go. Once you're finished, go ahead and turn to your shoulder partner and share your answers with each other. And then as you're sharing, I want you to think about what similarities did you find in your answers. Okay, so the next thing is some of us that are a little bit more visual or artistic. What is your best representation of photosynthesis with a symbol, picture, or graphic? So in other words, draw me what you think it looks like. Draw a picture to help remember. Maybe something like this, where you have the energy coming in, the carbon dioxide, the chlorophyll and the green leaves, the water from the roots, and it's releasing oxygen, which the plant doesn't need, but we do, and it's making glucose, which is a sugar that it's going to use for energy. Okay, so in your opinion, what's the neatest thing that you have learned about photosynthesis, and what are you unsure about, or what questions do you still have? And then I want you to think about, what did we do? What do you think? How do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel about your learning? What did you learn and why did we do this? Okay? All right. Thank you, guys.